YTBC, what's the deal? So, very late prediction tonight. We got Timothy Bradley versus Brandon Rios. When this fight was first announced, I was going with Bradley, man. I just think he's the better overall fighter. Now, I know we can break this down, skill for skill. We know Bradley is 5'6", 69-inch reach. Rios is 5'8" with a 68-inch reach. Bradley's 32. Rios is 29. I was looking on BoxRec at the welterweight rankings. They have Bradley rated number 6 overall welterweights, and they have Rios rated number 9. Now, I've been hearing that the winner of this fight, they're talking about the winner of this fight fighting Canelo. I know Bob Arum wants the winner of this to fight Canelo. Hopefully it's Bradley, but he wants Bradley to fight Canelo at 154. I guess Canelo is down for it. That's supposed to happen. So let you know that Canelo wants nothing to do with Triple G or staying at middleweight. I think Bradley's the better fighter than Rios. I was looking at their last 5 fights. Rios had 3 fights with Alvarado, the fight with Pacquiao, and the Diego Chavez fight. Bradley, his last 5, Provodnikov, Marquez, Manny, Pacquiao rematch, Diego Chavez, and Jesse Vargas. I'm just going with Bradley in this fight. I think he's the better fighter. Now, Rios does have a chance. I seen he came in overweight. He had to lose, I believe, 0.2 pounds. He came in overweight. He looked like a damn skeleton. Every time he's on the scale, whether it's the Chavez or Pacquiao, whenever I see him on the scale, man, he looks very, I don't know, has that skeleton look going on, man. Looks like Skeletor. So a move for 154 for him would be, I think, a good move. He can't even make 147 comfortably. So, it's going to be a short junior middleweight. Both these guys are going to be short when they move up to junior middleweight. 5'6", 5'8", but I think they can compete They have the toughness. Rios is actually better boxer than he shows in the ring. There is some footage. Maybe I can leave the link if I don't forget, but there's some footage of Rios training where he's actually moving his head. He has defense of a slick fighter. It's on YouTube. It's a training session. I forgot who he was sparring in that sparring. Yeah, it's a sparring session where he was moving his head, using his shoulder. It was like, damn, I never knew Rios can actually fight like that. And somebody had told me that Rios was a good amateur fighter, and he actually used his skills in the amateurs, mixed in with the brawling. But now, is there a chance that Bradley could give Rios what he wants? Phone booth type of fight? Yeah, but he has Teddy Atlas, which I don't think he should got rid of his last trainer, man, because he would tell Bradley to box, use his legs, to box smartly, and Bradley will go out there and have a slugfest with Provodnikov and try to stand in the middle of the ring with Manny, and it would be him doing it. Then when he did go out there and use his skills against Marquez and those fights, he looked good in those fights. So Teddy Atlas being there, I really don't know what it's going to do. I really don't know. And for those of you that watch my channel, you know how I feel about Teddy Atlas. Ever since he said that guys who come from Minnesota, they're pussies or they don't have heart. He said that on air. So a lot of guys in the gym didn't like Teddy Atlas saying that. But it's just a lot of things. I like Teddy. He's been around the game. He's probably remember more than some of us have even learned about boxing. I respect that. He worked with Michael Moore and Tyson and Povetkin, now Bradley, and I'm pretty sure others that I can't remember right now. So he does know what he's talking about. But what is he really going to tell Bradley that Bradley doesn't already know? Only thing I can think of, he's going to give him one of these motivational speeches, and maybe that's what Bradley needs. I don't know what Bradley needs. Because this trainer, it's not like he has a whole bunch of knockouts. The dude has 12 KOs. So it's not like somebody was saying, go out there and knock the guy out. You have 12 KOs. And if you was trying to go out there and knock people out, you don't have the power to do it. So you need to use your boxing skills. Bradley is an excellent boxer to me. I remember around 2011, was it Bradley, Devin Alexander, Amir Khan? Those are the 3 top 140 guys. And I remember Khan wanted to fight with both of them. And then they both end up fighting. I believe they had that fight in Michigan, I want to say. I remember that fight, man. And Bradley was using his head on Devin. And Devin pretty much threw the towel in because them headbutts, he started saying he couldn't see. He was saying he couldn't see out the right eye, but he was like holding his left eye. Just you can tell Devin didn't want any more of Bradley in that fight. The rough housing, the using of the head. Bradley is a rough fighter, man. He will get guys to say uncle in there when he uses his head, but you have to time him, keep a little bit of distance like Provodnikov, and time his ass when he's coming in face first with his head down. or not necessarily face first, but head first, with his head down. And he does use his head as a weapon, a la Evander Holyfield and other great fighters that have done this method. Like I said, every fighter has their own little way of doing something dirty in the ring. But whether it's Bernard Hopkins, hitting you on your thigh while the ref is on the other side of you guys, or if it's, Floyd Mayweather using his elbow inside to create space, whether it's Ali with the rabbit punching, Holmes with the rabbit punching, Foreman used to push guys. So everybody has their little thing. Tyson with his elbows used to use elbows on the inside. So Bradley uses his head, but you can time him. You can catch him with uppercuts. I've seen Vargas do it. I've seen Pacquiao do it. But I think Bradley, he won't have a reach advantage, but I think he's just the overall better fighter, man. There's really not much more to go over. Only thing that can happen is Bradley gives Rios the fight he wants, and they fight inside, and Rios outworks him. And I don't think he'll be able to outwork him. I don't think he'll be able to outwork Bradley. Now him coming in a little bit drained, from losing more weight at the weigh-in, this is going to affect him. No matter what weight class this dude is at, he's always, having trouble, or he always looks terrible on the scale, Rios. But I think Bradley's the better fighter. I see the odds have him a 5-1 favorite, which I think I think those are about right. 5-1. So I think Bradley has a lot left. I think Rios has a lot left. I would like to see Bradley stay at welterweight, but they're talking about having to move up to fight Canelo. Canelo needs to move up to 160 and just stay there, man. The dude comes in on fight night, damn near light heavyweight or whatever. I don't get it, man. But I think Bradley's going to win this fight, man. I really going to keep this, try to keep it short, but I think he's going to win this fight. I think it's going to be, I say 116, 112, 117, 111 type of fight. Bradley by decision. I've seen Rios get outboxed by Pacquiao and Abril, a fight that they gave him, but I've seen him get outboxed, man, thoroughly. I've seen guys rough Bradley up when Bradley wants to get into a slugfest with them. So that's the only way, is if Bradley allows for Rios to have a chance in this fight. I don't think it'll be an ass whooping, but I think Bradley just has more in his toolbox as far as being able to box, being able to circle Brandon, better hand speed. I think he's just as rough on the inside as Rios. And we'll see how Rios reacts to this head button, because there's going to be some head button and mauling once they get inside. But knowing Rios, he's the type to take a headbutt and, say, give me more, and start smiling. So it's going to be an entertaining fight. But I'm going to go with Bradley to win.